What's up, guys? It's your favorite online coach, Mean Green, and today I wanted to do another preview of our daily sweat bag. So we added some new cool things in, so I wanted to make sure not only you knew what was in our sweat bag, but also how to utilize everything that's in the bag. So with our bag, I was real big on making sure we create something that wasn't super bulky, super heavy. As you notice, I can carry this to the gym, maybe in your complex, or maybe you want to keep it underneath your bed, put it in the trunk of your car. I typically will hold it this way. I don't think I will hold it like this, but maybe you want to. You can definitely put this in a suitcase if you're traveling or whatnot because it's light. Now, just because it's light doesn't mean that we can't put heavy work in because you definitely can. Inside the bag, you have your bar, you have your handles that you can do your isometric movements in, which is one side and not overcompensating, or you can use a bar, which is what we're really popular for with this sweat bag. Also, you have a speed rope inside for your conditioning with jump rope, as well as a door anchor. But let me open up and show you everything and how what I believe is simple and easy to get into. So first things first, you have different strength bands, and I'll put down below from green down to the red one, which one gives you the amount of pounds you can carry on. So this is the green one. This is our heaviest and strongest band. So typically when I use this one, if I ever get to it, I'm doing deadlifts typically, and then work my way down. The next thing, this was an upgrade in this bag, was the jump rope. So our last bags had just regular plastic jump ropes, but I wanted some that had these little cushions. See how much cushions in that? So nice on the handles and the grip. So this was an upgrade for us. Little thing that I wanted to add in, but it was real big to me. The next thing is the handles, a little bit more cushion handles, and this is the isometric things I was telling you about, where you can hook this to your bands and say you want to hold one side and do biceps with the other, or hold one side and keep one arm up and doing presses. Same thing with rows and everything, chest, any movement that you want to do. So love these. But let's get to the meat of why a lot of people love the sweat bag, because you get to do basically a lot of resistance training, bringing the bar to the crib. With the bar, I use the red band for easy access. The bar, the handles, you will hook them up with these little anchors. Okay, anchors are super easy to put on. Take maybe 10 seconds to put on, but let's put the bar together. The bar, obviously you want each end to be connected, put this on nice and tight. I don't know who's counting, who's not counting, but right now, probably less than 10 seconds, the bar is already complete. All right, this bar can be used for so many different movements. Obviously, if you work out with me, you probably know I use this quite a bit. So I'm opening up the anchor. All you do is twist this so you get to a point where you can slide the resistance band through. So right now I'm just gonna slide the red one in, and I'm gonna twist it back to where I had it. As you twist it in, you wanna make sure it's nice and tight, because obviously you don't want this thing sliding off in the middle of a deadlift or anything else. So now I'm in, nice and tight. I'm gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. So one thing that I do love about fitness is making things really simple and not too complex. And because of that, I can be consistent. That's sustainable. So now that you can do this in your garage, your living room, backyard, the gym, it makes it really practical, really easy. So now I'm hooked up. All right. Notice the band is hanging. Typically, some movements you're going to use both because you want more resistance, and some you're going to only use one of the bands. An example would be the deadlift. So the deadlift is great to target the hamstring and the glute. So it shows a pinch back, tight stomach. As I put both feet underneath my heels, I want to keep that bar near my shins as I hinge at the hips, tight stomach, big deep breath, tight stomach, blow out. I'm working the glutes now. So as I perform the deadlift, now say both feet being on the band is a little bit too difficult, and I don't want to, or I don't feel like I should say, take off the band to go get another band, but I want to make it lighter. All I have to do is step on one band, just like this, and now the resistance is going to be half the weight, where I can still perform, and I have to do all the adjustments. Okay, so that was the deadlift. Obviously, a lot of movements that you can do from this thing. You can go into your power cleans, you can go to your overhead presses, you can go to, I don't know, bicep curls. You can go to crap, it's like my mind went blank. Go into squats. I love how the bar kind of makes you keep your chest up nice and proud and you can't round your back. But from squats right, to keeping the resistance on that front leg, knocking out those good form lunges to every movement that we do. All right. But again, that's how you hook it up. I coach you through your performance, unless you want to do it on your own. One thing I will say for preference, some of my movements, you'll notice that I don't have my thumb covering the resistance band. I would do presses this way, but sometimes I do it like this, and it's totally up to you. It's preference. But that's pretty much it. The last thing I'll show you is the door anchor. This is something that we added into our new bags. So all our older sweat bags don't have the door anchor, but our new sweat bags do. And it's really easy, right, to just tie the band around the bottom of a chair or a couch if you want to, what is it called? Do a row or a push. But the door anchor is for those that don't have access to a pole or a couch or something of that nature. So as you can see, it took me, 20-something seconds to break everything down. It's now broken down. But the door anchor was the piece that I was telling you about. Obviously, you can use your bar. I'm going to use the handle just so I can show you how quick and easy a setup can be with the bar with this. So you can obviously use your anchor, but if I'm using my smaller band, all I have to do is loop that in, pull it through, just like that, and boom, it's connected. All right, this is the door anchor. This part goes in the door where it closes. I'm gonna just kind of turn the camera a little bit so you guys can see my door. So the way this looks, I'm gonna get my door anchor. I'm gonna loop it through. Let me show you how to do this just in case. So if you wanna loop it through, you just put it right in there. Boom, it's not going nowhere now. So you open your door, put it up top. And the same thing can also be done at the bottom as well, right? Where you, I guess you can anchor it from the bottom. But this is where you do all your rows at. So now that the door is anchored, I'm rowing it, working that lat, right? I can do a tricep extension, right? We can do presses for the chest, right? We can go into a back, right? We can go into those reverse lunges. Maybe you want to add a pull to it. I mean, the sky's the limit when it comes to movements, but when you want to take your door anchor off, you just open the door and take it off. So that's everything that we have. Obviously, it's a lot of variation to the movements that we could do, but I definitely wanted to take some time and give you an updated video on what the sweat bag looks like. So guys, if you have any questions, definitely let us know. Your support means everything. So if you happen to ever want to share this with your family and friends, maybe in a different city or a different country, we would love for them to get access to our sweat bag as well. Other than that, guys, for those that have been doing our program and know what I'm probably going to say, but for those that are new to it, hey, I see you whenever you press play. Y'all take care.